JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Mother joins son in jail following contraband seizure at Manchester police lockup. A Manchester mother is facing drug charges after allegedly trying to smuggle ganja, tobacco, and an earphone into a lockup in the parish on Sunday. The 40-year-old woman from Ballinroad district in northern Manchester reportedly tried to smuggle the contraband concealed in sliced bread at about 1:15 p.m. at the Christiana police station lockup. During a search of the sliced bread, police found the concealed contraband. The woman, whose son is in lockup at the station, was arrested. Following the discovery, police searched the lockup and found 7 smartphones, a banger phone, ganja, razor blades, a lighter, among other contraband. Police captured Spanish Town man wanted for 2021 murder. Police captured a man wanted for murder following a traffic stop in Kidston Town, St. Catherine on Sunday. Lawmen held 47-year-old Gregory Ferguson, otherwise called Ruff, of Duncan's Pen Road, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, who had been wanted for the murder of 22-year-old Cody McLaughlin, also of Duncan's Pen Road, nearly 4 years ago. Reports from the Spanish Town police were that on March 9, 2021, around 9:30 a.m., Ferguson and McLaughlin had an argument at a football field in their community. It is alleged that sometime after, Ferguson and other men reportedly went to McLaughlin's house, where the argument escalated, and McLaughlin was subsequently shot several times. He was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Ferguson was held on February 16 on Cherry Lane in Kidston Town in the parish during an operation in search of wanted men. Police reportedly saw him driving a Nissan Tiida motor car along the roadway. He was signaled to stop, and he complied. Officers searched both Ferguson and the vehicle and reportedly found a handgun. He was arrested and brought into custody. Canadian woman killed, husband injured in crash in Trelawney. Tragedy struck along the North Coast Highway in Trelawney on Sunday evening when a Canadian visitor lost her life in a motor vehicle accident. The unidentified woman was traveling with her family from Montego Bay, St. James to St. Anne, when the Toyota RAV4, driven by her husband, collided with an oncoming truck near Falmouth. She succumbed to her injuries at the scene. The other 3 occupants of the vehicle, including her husband, sustained injuries and were rushed to Falmouth Hospital for treatment. According to reports, the family had arrived at Sangster International Airport just hours earlier, and the accident occurred only 30 minutes into their journey. Missing taxi operator found dead in bushes. The killing of 58-year-old taxi operator Milton Davis last week has rekindled fears in the public transportation sector, as private operators say they are soft targets for criminals. The taxi operators say they face the twin challenge of extortionists and vicious criminals who are quick to steal their vehicles and kill them. President and Director of Communications of All Voice Taxi Association, Lorraine Finnegan, said this is a sad time for people in the public transportation sector. It is heartrending. It is a very sad and grieving moment for me. I know the sector is grieving very hard because each time it happens, we start to wonder who will be next, said Finnegan. Sources say that Davis was last seen at a gas station in Duane Park, St. Andrew, and told someone that he was heading to nearby Riddles Road to pick up a passenger whom he would then take to Old Harbour, St. Catherine. According to the police, Davis, of a Waterford, St. Catherine address, was reported missing on Wednesday, February 13. His body was found on Saturday, February 15 in bushes near Century Farms in Old Harbour. The Corporate Communications Unit CCU said that at about 7:50 a.m. on Saturday, a passerby stumbled on a body and alerted the police. On arrival, the body was seen lying in bushes in a state of decomposition. The scene was processed and the body, later identified as that of Davis, was taken to the morgue for a post-mortem. Unlicensed driver behind fatal Morosco Road crash, say police. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEB, Assistant Commissioner ACP Dr. Gary McKenzie, said the vehicle involved in the fatal crash on Morosco Road on Sunday, which left 3 men dead, was being driven by an unlicensed driver.
We understand that the vehicle was traveling in a southerly direction. When on reaching the vicinity of Michael University, the driver failed to maintain the vehicle's course on the roadway, resulting in it going to the left, collided with the ditch, then went on to hit a tree. As a result of that, the vehicle burst into flames. All males were assisted to the hospital, where 3 of them were pronounced dead, to include the driver. When we observe the damage to the vehicle and the entire situation, it is quite clear that the vehicle was traveling at a speed which was over the required speed of 50 kilometers per hour that is required for Maresca Road. We also later gleaned that the driver is not the holder of a driver's license. And so we are carrying out further investigations as to how he came to be in possession of the vehicle. We are in touch with the owner, and so those investigations are ongoing. Of course, the outcome of the incident has implications for the owner, and we will ensure that the appropriate charges are laid once we unearth all the issues surrounding the crash. Again, though, we have to appeal to everyone that they must be responsible. At this time of the morning, not a lot of traffic. This is a properly laid out road, properly marked. It is a road with lights, and yet we have a situation where this driver was unable to keep the vehicle on the roadway and travel safely.
The driver of the car has been identified as Andre Wright, but according to the police, the owner of the car is Kevin Gordon of Kingston 4. Two St. Catherine men charged for defrauding over $1.2 million from credit card remanded. Two St. Catherine men charged for stealing over $1.2 million in online transactions from a man's National Commercial Bank NCB credit card are to appear in the parish court on March 18. Terry Hamilton, 25, and Macy Smith, 21, are charged with unauthorized access to computer data, simple larceny, and conspiracy to defraud. They were remanded when they appeared in court on Friday. Allegations are that the complainant reported to NCB that he was alerted to unauthorized online transactions amounting to $1,250,771.44 from his credit card. An internal investigation was conducted by the bank in collaboration with the police, which revealed that one of the email addresses used in the alleged fraud belonged to an account holder identified as Hamilton. The investigation also revealed that the alleged criminal acts were committed through online transactions that took place between August and October 2024. Further investigations resulted in the arrest of Smith and Hamilton. They were subsequently charged by the police. Senton woman arrested for murder for a child's father. The Senton police have taken a woman into custody for the murder of her child's father during a domestic dispute in the parish on Sunday evening. The deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Swain Rivers, a call center agent of Queens Drive in Montego Bay, St. James. According to reports, at about 7 p.m., Rivers telephoned the woman, with whom he shared a 3-year-old child, and told her he was taking the child to an Happy News district, Alexandria, St. Anne. When he arrived with the child, an argument developed between the two. It's alleged that Rivers pulled an ice pick and began chasing the woman through bushes. It's further reported that she retaliated with a knife and inflicted stab wounds all over his body. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The woman was later arrested. Opposition leader Mark Golding says he'll ensure SSL victims get justice if elected.
It pains my heart when I see what this government is doing to the great sprinting legend of Jamaica, Usain Bolt. It is a disgrace. The man invested his money for his retirement in an institution regulated by the Jamaican regulatory body for investments in the country. And there was a massive fraud going on in there. Nigel Clark was Minister of Finance. When the report come to his office about the problems, he put the report in a cupboard and forget about it. Andrew Holness had money in there. And Andrew Holness take out his money before the thing collapsed and leave Bolt and others to suffer the massive losses of, in his case, millions and millions of hard-earned US dollars that he raised through his exploits on the track to bring glory to Jamaica. What can go so? What can go so? Well, I'm here to tell you that when we form government, no stone will be left unturned to chase down that money for Mr. Bolt and the others. No stone will be left unturned. This lackadaisical approach, dragging the thing out. We can't get any information. We want the reports. We want the Crow reports to see what has happened. And there must be a commission of inquiry into the regulatory failures that would allow an institution like that, licensed to deal in securities and manage people's money, to have been operating for years, carrying out such massive fraud, and the regulator let them go ahead and let them go ahead until it was too late. We are going to get to the bottom of it because we respect the people involved who have put their money in Jamaica.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.